evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening.
Tuesday, the 14th of April, 2020, COVID time, and you're all welcome along once again to our daily online Meitheal Ceol SingSong for the Soul. There's a mouthful for you. At 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time every evening, we get together here online in the hope that we can, I suppose, support each other, lift each other's spirits by singing a few songs along with each other, again, through the internet, the magic of the internet.
So Paul Flaherty and Valerie Newmer, who are with us already. Paul seems to have been the first in here tonight. He beat you, Natalie, and Natalie is here now as well. So who are we going to give the gold medal to tonight? I think it has to be Paul Flaherty from Cork.
Okay, so again, nice to report a lovely day here in northwest Donegal on the Wide Atlantic Way in the northwest of Ireland. It's funny how little seems to raise our spirits here. Half decent, as the fella says, my doctor said to me today, he said, that's a strange word, a half decent day, he said. I said to him, the weather's half, as long as the weather's half decent, we'll be all right. So
Lucia from Enfield, you're welcome. Lucia loves Donegal and Rogie. That's her particular place in Donegal, if any of you know that. That's down by Ballyshannon, Bundoran way. Joe Kane is here.
So hi guys, again, if you're regulars here, as every evening we've been here since March 17, and as long as we are able to do so and you're all locked in and forced to do something, some of it listen to us and joining in with us, we'll come along here at 7 o'clock and sing a number of songs together. So every day Mary posts a number of songs in advance that we'll at least set out, give us a guideline of what we're trying to
do them all, but we'll do some of them.
And again, if you're new, they all come from 2 songbooks that we put together, which are available. You'll see them as we're streaming. The whole idea here of the streaming is that you're watching, again, the words of the songs on the screen. So again, you don't need the songbooks per se. You may have physical copy of the songbooks, or you may have the soft copy download. So again, if you want to download them, just go on to...
no. Is that better?
No, it's going to, we have a problem here with our lighting. It's just going to get very dark. So again, as our weather changes, we'll have to look at our lighting issues. But anyway, when we started this, remember it was dark at 7 o'clock in the evening. So now it's going to be probably bright until almost 9 o'clock this evening. So it's lovely. So tell us what sort of day you had wherever you are. Lovely to hear people from all over Ireland, the continent, the States, joining us again. If you're with us from the States, you're probably in the middle of your day. I'm delighted to have you with us. And we hope, the most important thing, you hope you sing along with us. I mean, it's not the perfect word. It would be great if we were all sitting in a room and singing together. But, you know, needs must and makes do. So
hello, Sheila from Dundalk, and Nigel is here from Dublin 13. Hello, Nigel and Val.
The first song we're going to start over tonight is again, it's from Book 1, and again, what you'll notice, so what you're looking at is the PDF of Book 1. The PDFs, they're all hyperlinked songs, etc. So the song we're going to sing is Down by the River. Again, a nice uplifting.
John Coyle, hello John Coyle, good evening, you're welcome. And Maria Fordham is here from Bedford, and Tim, I hope. And Paul Flaherty from Cork says, would we please do Goodnight Irene, Goodnight again?
Yeah, so that's one of the lists. Just call out the songs. As I Roved Out, Cotton Jenny, Down by the River, Goodnight Irene, I Wish I Was in England, Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore, The Fields of Athenry, which is our song for the week, the one that we're all practicing together. Then we have the Reason I Left Mullingar, the beautiful song Travelling People. So again, if you have other recommendations we throw in there as well, please do so. If you know of somebody who's having a birthday, I think it's Nancy and Chuck's daughter's birthday.
That's
today,
right, Lisa's birthday. Well, we'll wait until they come in here and they can tell us where she lives. Yeah. I think she probably lives around Nashville as well.
So if you have someone who has a birthday, please let us know. And let's all together sing in unison for someone else.
Nancy is there. Nancy and Chuck.
So Nancy,
let us know where your daughter lives. I know her name is Lisa, and it's her birthday today, I think. So
we'll sing about 8 o'clock. We'll sing Happy Birthday. 7:30, we'll do our daily sing-song. Again, I think it was Paul Flaherty saying last night he was hoping to get his guitar this week. I think it might have been you, Paul. You know, we can only encourage people to take out instruments and join in and sing. And say to yourself, we're going to learn certain songs during this. This song came, this is in our first songbook. We liked just the vibe of this. I think this may be Albert Hammond of the Free Electric Band who sang this song. So we're going to try it open, see how we get on with it. I think when you hear the song, if you don't think you know it, think you hear it, you'll know I've heard it somewhere before. City life was getting us down. We spent a weekend out in the town. Pitched the tent on a patch of ground down by the river. Lit a fire and drank some wine. You put on your jeans on top of mine. Said, come in, the water's fine. Down by the river. Down by the river. Down by the river. I said, come in, the water's fine. Down by the river. Didn't feel too good all night, so we took a walk in the morning light. We came across a stranger's sign down by the river. Silverfish lay on its side. It was washed up by an early tide. I wonder how it had died down by the river. Down by the river. Down by the river. The silverfish lay on its side down by the river. Doctor put us both to bed. He dosed us up and he shook his head. Only foolish people go, he said, down by the river. Why do willows weep, said he? Because they're dying gradually from the waste from the factory. Down by the river. Down by the river. Down by the river. Why do willows weep, said he? Down by the river. In time the river banks will die and the reeds will wilt and the ducks won't fly. There'll be a tear in the otter's eye down by the river. The banks will soon be black and dead, and where the otter raised its head will be a clean white skull instead. Down by the river. Down by the river. Down by the river. The banks will soon be black and dead. Down by the river. Down by the river. Down by the river. Banks will soon be black and dead. Down by the river. So I hope you agree that was a lovely sing-along song. And again, just to remind you, when we put these songs together, we were looking for songs that people would enjoy listening to, easy on the ear, maybe some lovely songs that are maybe challenging thoughts and lyrics and motivational, inspirational ones, but also ones with relatively easy chords and easy to play along to. Because we've always experienced that the real fun in all of this is being able to play along with someone. It's, you know, I think for us, you know, the people we've met along the way and the whole process of Meitheal Ceol has been a wonderful social experience for us, isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, Paul Flaherty wants to know if we will please do Goodnight Irene for my Irene, who works in the emergency services. So we'll be very happy to do that for your Irene, Paul.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Anya New York is here. She was on a little holiday, I think, for a few days. But you're welcome back, Anya. And Natalie, of course, 7 degrees. My goodness, Natalie, it was 24 the other day. It was a wee bit snowing. Do you hear that?
Where was it? Snowing in Germany, is it?
Yeah, West Westphalia. Meshed. So, Ray.
That sounds. Thanks, Natalie. You sent me the audio file of the Meshed.
That's how I pronounced it the first evening, by the way, Nestle. And then Liam told me it wasn't, it was Machete, and then I pronounced it Machete.
In Dundalk, we just call it me shed. Me shed. You know, my shed.
Yeah.
Like a man's shed, me shed. I live in my shed.
Sir,
A lot of guys live. So a lot of fellas are being cut off from their sheds at the moment.
Ray Atchison says, hi folks, back with you all again tonight. Lisa lives in Murfreesboro, a half an hour south of Nashville. Louis Brown is with us from Suffolk. And Joe Kane, as I said. Who else? Esther Ralph. Hi from Dundalk, Esther. Esther Ralph.
Hi Esther, I presume you must be with the Yuki people in Dundalk, I imagine. And again, doing wonderful work, Yvonne and Sheila and Patricia Brendy. Again, look at it. The good and bad. The good news is that there are different events going on. Sometimes they cross over each other. I think Patricia's having an online Yuki session with the Zoom this evening. Because I suppose this slot in the evening, 7 o'clock on, is when people are free. But we chose to do this simply because it'd be sometime after the news and just a way of distracting ourselves from the news. Again, I didn't see the news tonight, thank God.
Fergus Toohey from Drummondine near Newry. You're welcome, Fergus.
So, while Mary's in, I'm just going to...
we have another birthday person tonight as well. So we have two. No, we have. Lisa and Cassim. So Anya New York asked us if we would do that.
Goodnight Irene, isn't it? Yeah, you just might hold them, Mary, will you?
Yeah, we will.
Those. So who somebody asked us to do, was it Paul Flaherty?
Paul Flaherty down in Cork, yeah.
So again for
and Irene.
Your Irene and all the Irenes, and all the people who are pulling together to keep us while physically apart, holding us together while physically apart. And you know, there are so many people across the different strata. I said yesterday evening I'd seen a refuse truck going off around in the distance collecting refuse. It just makes you realise for the show to go on, there's a whole lot of people who we don't realise. And that's not to say the people in the medical frontline are vitally important people. There's an awful lot of people in the process. So our thoughts are with them, and we're very grateful to you. So we're going to sing this in capo position 3, folks, all right? With Goodnight Irene. And again, this is really important. Get your instruments out, join in, have a bit of crack. To a Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife, we are parted. We're all wound up. I'm gonna take a little stroll downtown. Hey Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Stop your rambling, stop your gambling. Step stand out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Sit down by your fireside so bright. Saying Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump in the river and drown. So Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Oh, some folks, they like their sugar. Some folks, they like their wine. Some folks, they like their music. And they sing it all the time. Hey, Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night. Did I miss that verse?
No.
Sometimes I live in the country, sometimes I live in the town, sometimes I have a great notion to jump into the river and drown. Saying Irene, good night, Irene, Irene, good night, good night, Irene, good night, Irene, I'll see you in my dreams.
Oh, that's for all the Irene.
Did I forget to do that verse earlier?
No, I don't think so. I think you're just getting forgetful, that's all.
No, this is a bit like watching six
The Good
coats of
Wife.
magnolia on the wall when you're painting the wall and you wonder, did I do that wall or not?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just that white on the black background of the songs that I'm losing it, as Mary says.
Yes.
Um,
So what were we saying there? We were saying that.
so again, a couple of things, etiquette or whatever. What's really valuable, I think, to the experience that I hope we're all having, and a lot of you coming back, I have to presume that it's because you've nothing better to do, which is understandable. Because
we're
neither
very
have
happy
we.
about that because we want
neither
you
have
here.
we. But
We want you here.
the thing is that it's made the experience, I think, is really enhanced by your feedback, and especially I think if we can share either what's been going on for us today or most particularly the associations that songs bring to our minds. I think that would be lovely to share and hear people's different experiences from across the globe in relation to how all these go. And again, I think it's lovely to hear the fact that people are enjoying playing along. Ray Atchison last night, I posted him playing along one of the songs again with the guitar. It was not, I think, your primary instrument, Ray, and again when we were doing
Spanish Lady.
The Spanish Lady, and your Avaron's fabulous. And again, it should all give us aspirations of when all this is over, we'll find new people to have a bit of fun, a bit of crack with, and play along with. That'll be super.
Anyway, Marlon Joe Pennington is here. She lives in the great USA, and Brian Mohan. I'm not sure if you've been with us before, Brian, but you're very welcome.
Brian applied to join the group last night, which is lovely. So again, the purpose of getting people to join a group, it's there, is where we have the a digital repository of the two books, so we can be sure that if you join the group, you'll see the post announcement or post held up there.
Of course, how could we forget you?
Is
not Bridge.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure you were from. I'm not sure if I know you, Brian, or not, but anyway, you're welcome. But the important thing is that when you get into join the group, then please download the book. So if you have a problem at any stage of downloading or using the book or accessing it, please come back to us. Another really good thing I see, people are learning to screencast their, whether from a phone or from a tablet or a PC, up onto a large TV using Chromecast, or if they've an Apple device and maybe a smart TV which will run AirPlay, or an Apple TV, again you can put it up on the screen.
So we have Teresa Laverty.
That's wonderful.
From Ballybuffet, and we've got, I said Brian, we've got Maria Fordham. My dear friend, Father Finton Crotty, is 85 today. Please mention him in the happy birthday too. We will, of course.
Will you note those?
3 people.
You might need just. I suppose a lot of comments is great. So maybe there's a couple of people.
Father Finton Crotty.
Yeah. So I'm going. So the song. Last night we sang a song, and I mentioned that there were a couple of versions. You can see in the book there. So Paul Anderson, I'm not sure if you're listening. After sending me something in Messenger. Again, that's in a different application that I'm using here at the moment. So if you're listening there, Paul, maybe you can drop it into the comments on the stream here. It's a video, Paul says, that's very good on... it's popping up on your screen there, but I can't see... Well, without leaving this application, I don't want to do that. Don't want to lose the stream here. So there's a couple of versions, I said, of this song called As I Roved Out. They're different songs, actually. I have 4 songs there, but one of those, the Andy Irvin Planksty version we sang last night, there's 2, that's in 2 keys, but there's 2 other ones here. I would certainly have look at least the first one of these, the Christy Moore version. No, they're not version. They're in this case, these 2 versions of As I Roved Out are the same sort of idea, but actually different songs. But so this, I suppose, this brings me back to maybe 1970, probably 72 or 73. I was in my leaving cert year in Dundalk, and I would have attended Planksty playing in the town hall in Dundalk. When I say the old town hall, before it was more revamped, and at the back there with a number of my friends. Remember, in those days, at that age, you wouldn't be going out to a lot of concerts. There were no such thing as big mass concerts, that you'd have nowadays. And all the ones that have been terminated because of COVID, they didn't exist. So I suppose there would have been a number of hundred people in the local town hall. But it was, for young fellas, it was a great, great night out, great crack, and listen to this band. And they were, I suppose, at the time, a lot of the Irish music and country music we'd been brought up to see it, or you imagine it was old style and Hick, etc. And first groups like the Chieftains and then people like Planksty really brought it into vogue and made all those songs magically colourful and exciting again.
Request for Three Drunken Maidens from Valerie Niebuhr, so hope we'll get around to doing that, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do that, absolutely, again. But so from that time, and again, I just remember just the energy in Planksty at the time was fantastic. And for me, I just probably knew all the songs backwards and frontwards. I just loved them,
So where are we? Open, yeah?
So we're playing this open, and again, it's another one of these tour Lyra, tour fiddle I do lays, whatever. So sometimes if you're wondering abroad what... so again, I don't know if Paul Anderson, if you listen to us there, Paul, but you're sending me stuff in Messenger. We're not in Messenger, so if it's, please, I would really value if you leverage those suggested videos about how to put your this stuff, pop it out onto a big screen.
Yeah.
Leverage them into the stream here, into the comments, Paul, if possible, right? Oh, well, who are you, me pretty fair maid? Who are you, my honey? Who are you, my pretty fair maid? Who are you, my honey? He answered me quite modestly, I am my mother's darling, with me to I have for the little diary for the little Harry, oh. And will you come to me father's house when the moon is shining clearly? Will you come to me mother's house? The moon is shining clearly. I'll open the door and I'll let you in, and never one will hear us with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh. So I went to her house in the middle of the night when the moon was shining clearly. I went to her house in the middle of the night, the moon was shining clearly. She opened the door and she let me in, and never one could hear us with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh.
Yeah, no.
Well, she took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table, and she took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table. Plenty of wine, me soldier boy, to drink it if you're able, with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh. Sorry guys to break
We
it
missed
up.
something.
Sorry.
We missed something.
She had to feed the horse
Did
first.
you hear the
I
way
knew
that
that. Yeah, horse before the man.
Yeah.
She took me horse by the bridle and the bit, and she led him to the table. And she took me horse by the bridle and the bit, led him to the table.
The stable.
Yachts for me soldier boy, I mean it if you're able, with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh.
Now we did the next
Well, she took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table, and she took me by the lily white hand and she led me to the table. Plenty of wine for me soldier boy, to drink it if you're able, with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh. So I got up and made the bed, and I made it nice and easy, and I got up and I made the bed, made it nice and easy. I got up and I laid her down, and lassie, are you able, with me to Raya for the little diary for the little Harry, oh. and there we lay till the break of day, and devil the one that hear us. My heroes have done the clothes, and lassie, I must leave you with me to Raya for the little diary, for the little Larry, oh. Ah, well, when will you return again? When will we get married? And when will you return again? When will we get married? With broken shells and it wet and bells, and then we might get married to Raya for the little diary, for the little Larry, oh.
Okay, we have 3 drunken maidens, and you know the gypsies. There were 3. They came in the house.
No, he's getting carried away now.
No, there was somebody else.
So it's just a little bit by way of explanation, by way of explanation rather than an apology.
There were 3 gypsies came to my hall door. What's the name of that song?
I don't know what gypsies went to your house. Anyway, sorry, my head's gone astray with this one in the background here. I just want to, just explain again. This book, what you're looking at here is a PDF version of a printed book, and in the requirement to get songs onto either a single page or, for example, in this case, the song straddles 2 pages and becomes a 2-page song. In order that you don't have to turn the physical book during the song, all the songs of 2-page length all start on an even number to start on the left-hand side. And sometimes, as in this one here, we don't have the chorus after every verse simply because to fit things in. So it's causing a difficulty using this modality where I'm having to stop playing and do this. Well, this is it. I mean, these are one of the restrictions because this was not purposed for this thing. So just please work with it. So the next one we're going to sing is the Clancy Brothers version of it. So this is the same basic story, just a different song. And again, I'd heard this at a party back in, I don't know, the late mid to late 1970s. A fellow from Cork, Jerry somebody, and he wrote out the words for me.
A little bit of history. On New York's in 72 or 3, Planxty played in the Savoy Cinema in Galway, and all the schools went to the matinee as part of our education. There should have been and should be more of that. Okay.
Wasn't that really?
Wasn't that a?
Well, again, I have to presume
really wasn't to be doing.
It was Anya, wasn't it? But yeah,
Anya, yeah.
I just presumed then there was a fairly forward-thinking teacher who would have taken the initiative to do that. I'm not sure if the same is going to a Lady Gaga gig or whatever, but I think we were fortunate. I mean, Planxty in particular did wonders for revolutionising the popularity of Irish music, and especially the singing. I know they did a lot of instrumental stuff as well, but singing and the traditional songs and the folk songs generally and the storytelling did wonders and inspired generations.
So Maria Fordham says you had great teachers to do that, and Natalie says in Germany they haven't done and they don't do such things as to bring their kids to such an event. Okay, let's see. Nolene Nicolas here. Nolene, our neighbours here. So.
Hi, Nolene.
Hello, Nolene. You're welcome.
I'm not sure if you know these ones. So this again before Planxty, of course, the way it was led by the Clancy brothers in I suppose in the 60s in the States, with their iron sweaters on them, etc. But so this is a song that this guy Jerry, I can't remember his second name, wrote the words out for me back in the mid-70s after a party one night in Dublin. But it took me a long time to find that it was actually a Clancy brothers song. It was just that I always followed the song because of the little I, lee. That's the bit I loved about it. As I rode out on a May morning, right early, I spied my love upon the way, but Lord, but she was early, and she sang little lad, lee, and she idled on the lee, and she idled on the lee, and she landed. Her boots were back and her stockings white, and her buckles shone like silver. She had a dark and rolling eye, and her earrings tipped her shoulder. And she sang little lad, lee, and she idled on the lee, and she idled on the lee, and she landed. What age are you, me bonny wee lass? What age are you, my honey? Right modestly she answered me, I'll be 17 on Sunday. And she sang little, 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 she idle on the day, idle on the day, and she landed. Where do you live, me bonny wee lass? Where do you live, my honey? In a wee house on the top of the hill, and I lived there with my mammy. She sang little, 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 she idle on the day, idle on the day, and she landed. If I went to the house at the top of the hill when the moon was shining clearly, would you arise and let me in, your mammy not to hear you? She sang a little, 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 she idle on the day, she idle on the day, and she landed. Oh, so I went to her house at the top of the hill when the moon was shining clearly. Oh, she arose to let me in, but her mammy just hear me. And she went little, 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 and she idle on the day, and idle on the day, and she landed. She caught her by the hair of the head, and down to the room she brought her with the root of a hazel twig. She was the well-behaved daughter. She sang little, 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 and she idle on the day, and she idle on the day, and she landed. Will you marry me now, me soldier lad? Marry me now or never? Will you marry me now, me soldier lad? You see I'm done forever. She sang little, 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 and she idle on the day, and idle on the day, and she landed. Oh, I can't marry you, me bonny wee lass, I can't marry you, my honey. Sure I have got a wife at home, how can I disown her? And she sang little, 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 and she idle on the day, and idle on the day, and she landed. A pint of night is my delight, and a gallon in the morning. The old women are my own heartbreak, but the young ones is my darling. Hey, she sang a little, 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 and she idle on the day, she idle on the day, and she landed. She sang a little, 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 and she idle on the day, and idle on the day, and she landed.
Okay.
I think that's a lovely song, but I just, you know, it's interesting that the Clancy brothers sang this song probably in the late 60s in the States. And just think of those words and how our new PC society has morphed. She caught her by the hair of the head. That's the mother catching the young one for tricking around. And down to the room she brought her, and with the root of a hazel twig, well, she was the well-bet daughter.
Yeah, that's right.
I just think of, you couldn't be saying that now. We've moved on to post this and post that, and we'd have to have a therapist in there.
You can't beat your kids now, you know, you can't. No, can't do that. Not that we ever beat our kids, but anyway. Anne-Marie Turk McGinley.
I just wonder how the modern professional classes would monitor this type of situation.
Oh, and he says that brought back many memories.
Great song. Many
memories. I used to listen to a tape of this all the time in my late teens. Anne-Marie Turk McGinley is watching. Did you get your caput today, Anne-Marie? Peggy Stingline is here from Pittsburgh. Sheila McMahon. I was listening to Planksty yesterday on tape. And Natalie says, I prefer this version.
Well, the different songs, Natalie. I mean, that's what I love about them. I suppose, I think there another... Look at that song
there's
of the soldier
too,
going off for the young woman or something, and they're getting into trouble at home. There's a number of those type of songs. And, you know, it's beautiful to come across different renditions by different singers, different melodies, different words. I think it's just fantastic.
So anyway, we have to do our nightly song now next.
Oh, sorry, that's right. It's 7:30. Just after. So
we're going to do
again, what we're doing is every day for a number of days we sing the same song. So give us a chance to practice together. And again, hopefully, if you're someone who's a beginner or just like to practice, or you don't know these songs, this will give you an opportunity and a bit of focus. And say, like, at the end of this, you'll have a certain number of songs that we'll have actually worked on together. So the one we've been working on is the Fields of Athenry. And you know, we'll probably give it another day or two and we'll go on to something else, and it'll be again, look, we'd be delighted to go as long as the songs are in this book, like whatever about our limited playing, don't be taking us outside of, I say, or I went to a lecture once in UCG. It was about a question posed, a philosophical question: could lecturers lecture outside their sphere of competence? And I realised I'd been doing that all of my life. So, leading this sort of mishmash is not really a problem for bluffers, you know.
Kathy Anderson and Peter. And
How
I
is
expect
again?
Paul. Hello again, you're welcome. We've got Marley O'Donnell Cunningham from West Virginia. Do you remember that lovely place she lives in West Virginia?
Harbour's Valley. Yeah. Oh,
No.
Who?
No. She lives in Ferry. What is it? Something
Crickle
Ferry.
Creek Ferry.
Beg pardon?
Crickle Creek Ferry.
No.
is it?
I'll think of it. That's where John Brown had an uprising.
Harbour's Ferry.
Harper's Ferry, yes, it's Harper's Ferry.
I said that a few minutes ago. You can play the recording.
I thought
back
you
again.
said quickly something. Anyway.
That was the second choice.
Oh,
Anyway,
listen,
folks,
we have a new person here tonight. Gerard, hello. Oh no, you were here before. Gerard Deehan, well, you're still welcome from Limavady in County Derry.
So we're on
Harper's Ferry, of course
Harper's
it is
Ferry.
Harper's Ferry, yeah.
Right,
Brian Laverty, you're welcome.
How are you, Brian? So we'll sing together the Fields of Athenry. Never ceases to be a lovely song. So many places. Again, sort of song people get together in Ireland, and there's a certain number of songs like Whiskey and a Jar and Fields of Athenry, and once you start, everybody's in. So it's a good opportunity maybe to learn relatively simple chords. We're playing this in capo position 3. Tried to get it up to number 7. But I couldn't get my pants that tight, Brian, so we just had to settle for this, right?
So Nancy says, last summer when we were driving through West Virginia, a black bear ran across the road in front of us. It was beautiful.
Well, do you know what, Nancy? That same black bear ran across me back in 1978 when I was driving across America. I don't know what it is. It must be like one of those Where's Wally ones where the black bear runs across. But it was a big deal for an Irishman to have a black bear run across the road from. It's like the big question about the blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that's not there.
Whatever that has to do with anything, but anyway.
Not very nice. Sunny state of the night.
He spends all
The
day
blind
there.
man in a dark room looking for a black cat
who's
that's not there.
Yeah.
Right. The research question up on capo number 3.
3.
Let's enjoy this. Think about it. When you're singing this song, just imagine yourself in post-famine or in the middle of the Irish famine, having to steal for you to feed your kids and then be sent away down to Van Diemen's Land.
Yeah, I know who did that.
And ask yourself at the end of the day, does it matter?
Oh, it does, yeah.
My lonely person wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, I have taken you away, for you stole to valiant cause, so we're young to see the morn. There a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. All along lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry, by a lonely prison wall. I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. All alone lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last hour falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Sure she lived in hope and pray, for her love and So John Coyle, I think it's true that you might be wearing your hooped green and white shirt every night this week when we're singing that song. So delighted to have you along with us. Hope you're keeping well, John. In fact, everybody, I hope you are keeping well. We never know from day to day, I say.
Anya says, glad you're singing this every night at the moment. Now, just to say to you out there, if any of you have any suggestions about the song that we'll sing for the next week, please let us know your suggestions. Louis Brown says, no black bears in Suffolk, but we do have Black Shuck, the demon dog. Whoever that is.
What do you like?
We do have Black Shuck, the demon dog.
Can I see just what?
No black bears in Suffolk.
Black Shuck. All right.
We have Black Shuck, the demon dog.
Is that like the Hound of the Baskervilles or something?
Is
it? Somebody asked for the Three Drunken Maidens, so when we're at that, we're on a roll. We'll do the Three Drunken Maidens.
Sean Lawless, I don't know if I can repeat this. Confucius says, man who fights with wife and partner all day get no peace at night.
Sean, you're welcome. Delighted that you've made these. I know that with your dulcet tones and your hucklebuck shoes, you'll be certainly ready for the big stage after us. We're going to go for
just
the Three Drunken.
Go ahead.
Peggy
says, a black bear is cool no matter where or what. They are beautiful animals. We saw some in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. We know that's in the USA. Yeah. Well,
what was interesting was last week in Dublin with last week or the week before, as a result of the COVID-19 lockdown and the emptiness of the streets, but there's a famous bridge in Dublin, a walk-over bridge called the Halfpenny Bridge, but I think some ambulance worker or policewoman must have been out and they photographed this wolf. Was he a wolf or a fox? I'm not sure.
Oh, probably a fox.
Might have been a fox, but it was just silhouetted against the bridge. So again, like nature, it's finding its own ways. We hear in Venice that the fish can be seen in the streams again. So
Marilee O'Donnell Cunningham says they have them around my daughter's house, but where I live there are mostly deer and a couple of coyotes. Okay.
I used to be a werewolf, but I'm cured now. Okay, the Three Drunken Maidens. Let's go for this. Somebody asked. I'm not sure who it was.
Let's see who asked for the Three Drunken Maidens. Remind us.
So, Three Drunken Maidens. Just again, I'm not going to bother telling you the words or page these are on at the moment because
Twas a fox.
I think it's best trying
Paul
to work
Flaherty
it out
says
because
twas a fox.
A fox.
Twas
was
a
it?
fox. Yeah, I guessed it was a fox.
Okay, so let's go. We're going to play this open, right? The white three drunken maidens came from the Isle of Wight. Started to drink on a Monday and stopped on Saturday night. When Saturday night it came, me boys, still they wouldn't get out. Them three drunken maidens, they pushed the jug about. In came bouncing Sally with her cheeks of red and blue. Come up, me jolly sisters, and give young Sally some room. And I will be your equal before the evening's out. Them three drunken maidens, they pushed the jug about. They had woodcock and pheasant, they had partridge and hare. Every pint of dainties, no shortage there was there. They had 40 pints of beer, me boys, still they wouldn't get out. Them three drunken maidens, they pushed the jug about. Then in came the landlord, he was looking for to be paid. £40 bill, me boys, these girls were forced to pay. They had £10 apiece, me boys, still they wouldn't get out. Them three drunken maidens, they pushed the jug about. Oh, where are your feather hats, your mantles rich and fine? They've all been swallowed up, me lads, in tankers of fine wine. And where are your fancy men, young maidens, brisk and gay? We left them in the alehouse, and it's there they'll have to pay.
Good on you, girls. Good on you.
I put that song together, and I suppose for numerical correctness, it appears that Sally joined him, and there was 4 drunken maidens, but I can't for the life of me get out of me head that I always sang that song as the 3 drunken maidens, and so we'll give ourselves poetic license and
So
say
again, that
after the £40 bill, they couldn't count
the
straight.
black dog. It's true. You can still see its claw marks in the door of Blytheborough Church.
Oh. You can see our dog's paw marks on the front of our front door, and you don't even have to go to church. You know,
that's Diego.
Diego de Dago, as we call him, Diego de Dago. What are we going to sing now? We have to go back to our list.
What time is it now? Let's see.
It's hardly.
Yeah,
it's not that
not time for the
no.
birthday yet. No, so
we're going to sing Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore.
The song I want to ask you about first is
right.
There were 3 gypsies came to our hall door. What's the name of that song?
The Raggle Taggle Gypsy.
Do we have that? No.
I'm not sure. But
we looked that up.
Again, there are 3 books. Again, folks, for those who are
there's only 2 at the moment.
Been with us. Sorry, there are presently 2 books. Just to get ourselves sorted here. I see. So that's the 2 books that we're working out of at the moment. The first one is our original 365 songs. Your one a day for soothing the soul, rebalancing the senselessness, recharging the warrior, and fundamentally. So this is all about having fun for your mental status. And then the second one, ones we never get into. The first one didn't work. We didn't have enough room for them. 135 songs, the ones that got away. And the third one we're working on, although we're not doing any work at the moment because we're so busy doing nothing at the moment.
Marlon Joe Pennington, would you please let us know? Let us know where you live again, please. We've forgotten. I know I have it written down. Marlon, please let us know where you live, because you did say you live somewhere most beautiful.
So we're going to go for this one now. So again, sometimes in the book you'll notice it's in two keys. It's in there under in the key of D and also in the key of G. So we're going to play it in the key of G with our capo in fret position 2.
Romella Johnson is here from Derbyshire.
Good evening again, Ro.
Good evening, Ro, yeah.
Don't know how you're managing to modify your dulcimer or whether there's capos for dulcimers. I really don't know. But I suppose the one thing about all the songs, I think it's trying important when you're singing the songs to find a pitch that works for you. Not saying the key we're singing it in works for everybody, but please download the books. At the front of every book there's a little transforming chord or matrix there, so you can change these chords into any key that you wish. And certainly you've got the hard copy. People often take them and just write pencil over them and adapt them to yourselves. Yourselves and your friends.
Who did we see play dulcimer the other evening on television? Brendan Gleeson, wasn't it?
Well, it was a mandolin, but Mary called it a dulcimer.
Well, he actually said it was a dulcimer.
He said it was a dulcimer.
He did. He said it was a dulcimer.
It was actually a golden mandolin.
like my golden ukulele here.
We're doing this 2 up at the chords as you see in front of you, right, Mum? From Derry gay we sail away on the 23rd of May. We were boarded by a pleasant crew bound for the Mary Kay. Fresh water there we did take on 5,000 gallons or more, in case we'd run short going through New York and far away from the Shamrock shore. Now we said 3 days we were all seasick, not a man on board was free. We were all confined into our bones with no one to pity for me. No father dear, nor mother kind to hold up my head when 'twas so, which made me think more on the lassie I left on Paddy's Green Shamrock shore. Well, we safely reached the other side in 23 days. We We were taken as passengers by a man and led round in 6 different ways. We each of us drank apart in glass in case we might never meet more. And we drank a health to Ireland, Irene, to Paddy, sweet Shamrock shore. So fare thee well, sweet Eliza dear, and likewise the Derry town. And twice farewell to me comrade boys who dwell on that sainted ground. If fortune ever should favour me, or I have money in store, I'll come back and I'll wed the sweet lassie I left on Paddy's sweet Shamrock shore. I'll come back and I'll wed the wee lassie I left on Paddy's sweet Shamrock shore.
Well, we started off slow. We got very fast there for some reason.
Sometimes we have to wind it up here. I'm listening to more and more people on YouTube, and they have little TikToks going in the background to tell them what to do. And if we had Trish Doherty here, she'd be ticking and talking me front and back and side, so I'd be kept in order. But anyway, just imagine this is a boat that goes at different speeds at different times. You hope we don't disturb you too much. And look at, if it instills in you an awareness that you could be much better than us, well then you're probably right. We don't have a difficulty with that.
17,500 steps today, guys.
17,500 steps.
17,500. Well, 18 really.
And my measure, if you think of a dog who is about, I suppose, what would he be, Mary? 400 millimetres long. Probably would he be 400 millimetres long?
I don't know how long
like would he be as big as a centipede?
How much does he weigh?
He'd be like a lot of
How much
centipedes.
does he weigh?
He'd be like a lot of centipedes put
He's
beside each other.
about 4 kilos.
He's about 4 kilos when his hair's on, and but I reckon he must. I reckon he must walk about 5 steps for every. So he's on about 100,000 steps today. His odometer is going awry. All right. So
You should see him race though.
I'd love to put a wee. I have a little GoPro, and it's, if I could get it to attach it to his head, we could see the world from his situation. We did meet someone today, and he said, "You know, God, your dog, he doesn't recognise there's anything going on at all. It's all, he's oblivious to all this coronavirus, etc."
So we had
I have a song in me head here.
3 lovely lassies from Kimmage. We don't have that, do we? I don't think we have that in the book. There was Nigel O'Mahony asking about that.
Yeah, look through those books again, because if it's not, it's probably in there were 3 lovely lassies from Kimmage. There were 3 lovely lassies from Kimmage,
and I was the best of them all.
But I think they were from Bandon as well.
They were Bandon, that's right. They were from all kinds of
Bandon, Scrimmage, Kimmage, whatever. Eileen McMahon, that's the song that was in my head. When I was singing that song, Mary doesn't want to sing this song.
We'll sing that for Sheila.
This is for Sheila
McMahon. Sheila's looking for Dolly Parton. You are Dolly Parton, Sheila.
Okay, this is Dolly Parton. Oh, Jolene. What is it? What did I just say?
You said Eileen McMahon.
Eileen, E. So we have to go through the book. And
well,
the book is.
We better have
all
this
done.
over. We have.
Never mind that.
We have 5 minutes.
Right.
To sing happy birthday.
Yeah, but hold on. If we never get started, Eileen McMahon, guys. Look, the great thing is just A to Z on the book and work your way through. I love this.
So Anya New York says, love all the traditional songs tonight. Right. Is that Anna? America?
Trying to find out where we played this, guys, but I think we not to, because we don't. We just see it.
This is off the menu now.
One. And the wind is tremendously.
No, that's wrong.
I don't think it's not. That's open. We might try and play it up at one. One night as now we play it open. Try it
I know
again.
it's better up one.
If you don't have a cap or whatever, it'll work well. So this is another emigration song. It came into my head because of the last song we were singing about Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore. So a lot of our songs Ireland's a great place for exporting. We've exported mostly our people over the last number of centuries. So By the reckon, we've about 5 million people on the land here. Dear, do you want to shake hands? Mary? Mary just wanted to shake hands. Mary, she's not looking.
Sheila McMahon says, played the dulcimer last night. She plays every instrument in the book, even ones you've never heard of. Spoons, washing boards.
What about any? Do you have bagpipes? Do you have bagpipes there? So this one anyway, yeah, I say we've exported lots for people. There's
no, I'm wrong. She said Dolly Parton played the dulcimer.
Dolly Parton played the dulcimer. Okay, we're going to go for this. Another emigration song. This is out to our 80 million or so people who identify as being somewhere Irish throughout the world. Wishing you all well. And again, always when all this is over, when we will hopefully be inviting people back, and I hope you come and visit our beautiful country. And when you do, bring these songs back to us and share them with us. Playing it open. One night
as I lay on. That's wrong.
Pillow. One night as I lay on my pillow, a vision appeared in my view of a ship sailing over the ocean, and the wind it tremendously blew. On the decks stood a handsome young lady, whose features I'd never seen before. She sighed for the wrongs of her country, saying I'm banished from Erin's green shore. In thought I approached my fair lady,
this fair lady,
and asked her the cause of her sigh. Say, cheer up now, my handsome young lady, and I'll be your slave till I die. She looked at me in pure meditation, as the tears from her blue eyes did flow. Say, I'm a poor exile from Erin, the land where the sweet shamrock grows. My name it is Eileen McMahon, my age it is scarcely 18, and I'll thank you, good sir, for your action, for you don't know how lonely I've been, for the want of employment in Ireland. I was forced as an exile to stray far away from my home in Killarney, where a childhood I long for to play, far away from each mountain and valley, from Punchball to the Gap of Dunlow, all around by the shores of sweet Montrose, and that beautiful spot at the Doe. It was then I awoke from my slumber to look for my Eileen Macree. It was only the face of my mother, with a fond glance was gazing at me. The ship in the ocean had vanished, but in fancy I see her once more. She's my beautiful Eileen McMahon, oh, the pride of all Erin's green shore.
Sure, he never even got on a ship. Never mind to be going away to America. He never even got on a ship. He was just dreaming. Yeah.
No.
It's birthday time.
There's a fella texting me now telling me he walked 12.6 kilometres within the perimeter to the garden. And a lovely day in
Kathy
Dublin.
Anderson. Good evening again, Kathy. Good evening.
So it's birthday time. So Mary's going
to tell you, I think we will just tell you about the birthdays first before we go.
So last minute, if it's your birthday today or you want to pretend it's your birthday, you just like the thought of somebody singing nice things to you. We don't know any better, and look, we're happy. You can have a couple of birthdays. 2020 vision. So who have we got? We've got Nancy and Chuck's daughter, Lisa, is it?
Lisa lives a half an hour south of Nashville. Can't remember the name of the place again. Nancy. We have Kasim. He lives in London, and his birthday was on Sunday. And Anya O'Rourke asked us to sing happy birthday to Cassim. And then we've got Father Fenton Crotty, and he's a friend of Maria Fordham from Bedford.
So we've got Lisa, Fenton,
and Cassim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassim, Lisa, Fenton. We want to try and fit these in. You know, how do we screw... Anyway. Happy birthday, dear Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. How's that?
Yes, okay. That sounds
Happy
good.
Happy birthday, dear Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. Everybody together. You got to do this together, folks. Doesn't matter where you are. It could be your day. And on your birthday, we will all sing virtually, simultaneously to you. So, us in 4 languages. Us Gaeilge, us Berla, auf Deutsch, en Francais. Don't have the Italian or Spanish versions yet. Although I think Annette Rodriguez might have sent us the Hawaiian
one. We have to own.
We're struggling. We're polyglots.
We're struggling anyway.
We're polyglots that have a clot. We're clotted polyglots. Sorry, Cassim, Fenton, Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, Cassim,
Fenton and Lisa.
No, we can't do an end. Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. Cassim, CFL. Okay, CFL, right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. Very good. Happy birthday to you. Australia. Laura Hanagus. Laura Hanagus. Laura Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. Labre Hanagrich, Jungaburtstag Fielder, Jungaburtstag Fielder, Jungaburtstag Fielder, Cassim, Fenton, Lisa, Jungaburtstag Fielder, Joyous Anniversary, Joyous Anniversary. Joyous anniversary, Cassim, Fenton, Lisa. Joyous anniversary.
Well, we haven't got 5 birthdays, isn't it? We'd have to do it twice or 3 times.
What we could do is we could probably assign every end. If you get 4 people, we assign you as a birthday in a different language, and just hope it suits you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed
Marion
that.
McFadden, hello,
I wish I was in England.
Marion is here.
Hi, Marion. How are things over with your ducks today? Or drakes? Is it ducks and drakes?
Drakes, they have curly tails. They're
curly
drakes.
tails with drakes, yeah. We're on to them, all right. We're going to be singing I Wish I Was in England 176. Yeah. Sorry, just get it. I'm just lining up the songs. We have it here.
This is for Louis in Suffolk. He likes
So I
song.
wish I was in England looking for the black dog.
I wish I was.
The blind man in the dark room looking for the black cat that's not there. And he was told about the black dog who was outside scratching at the door in the dark.
This is a guy who meets, I think she's maybe a gypsy or something. Is it open?
So maybe Mary will play it a wee bit slower tonight.
Oh no.
Oh,
who is it that doesn't breathe? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you can always take this and rework it into your own version, guys, right? Oh, I wish I was in England, in France, or even in Spain. This is open. Wherever dwells me out true in love, for to hold her near again. Wherever dwells me out true in love, for to hold her near again. Long time I've been to wandering in country and in town. Never in me wandering there to make no such a renown. Never in me wandering there to make no such renown. Oh, until I met my true love on the slopes of Knocknashee. Her brown hair in the howling wind, a blowing wild and free. Her brown hair in the howling wind, a blowing wild and free. Ah, me true love, she did promise me some land with her apple and kine. None round the land to build me a mansion fine. None ample pasture land for to build me a mansion fine. Oh, but then me love she left away. I've been searching for my love for many's a night and day. I've been searching for my love for many's a night and day. So I wish I was in England, France or even in wherever she might be. I could go and call my love, together we would be. I could go and call my love, together we might be. Oh, I wish I was in England or wherever she might be, that I could go and call my love, together we might be. I could go and call my love, together we would be.
I never know what words.
Sorry, I don't know.
I never know what words he's going to sing next. Yeah. Come on. No.
Oh, Rose of Allendale.
Lisa joined.
Save the last answer.
Lisa joined here. Lisa Morer, that's her name. That's
well, Lisa,
Nancy and Chuck's daughter. You're
happy
very well. We'll sing it
to you.
Okay. You need the music. Happy birthday to you.
Again, I would just
one moment now. Stay there Lisa, for the moment. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. From Nancy and Chuck. Happy birthday to you.
Wait, we do it in Irish as well.
Lobre on a good, Lobre on a good, Lobre Lisa, Lobre on a good.
She probably knows her.
So anyway, that's Lisa. We hope you enjoy your birthday, and again, best wishes to you from your parents and from all of us. Look at
Lisa says, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That was beautiful." That's from the birthday girl.
Yeah, and you know the other wonderful thing about the internet, that we can just communicate like this across continents.
Oh.
Now I know it's not real time in terms of we can bring you on screen, etc., because of the limitations of whatever it is in the internet, etc. But look at it's working. This Facebook Live is working, so it's great that you animated by our comments.
Anya New York says, Cassine thought that was so nice. And Maria Fordham says, that was lovely. Happy birthday. Thank you. Finton called me on WhatsApp. It was great timing.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant. We love to do that. Okay.
So yeah, look, it's a bit of fun at the end of the day. It's very difficult. No, you can't go and visit friends and relations when it's birthday time, which is, that's really unfortunate.
So Lisa, you can come and watch us when we sing at the Grand Ole Opry. Your mother is pulling the strings there and trying to get us a gig.
No.
Now let's see. That was great. Super stuff. So what are we doing next? We're doing
the Reason I Left Mullingar.
And then we've got the Travelling People coming up.
Okay. So yet again, another emigration song. You think we were looking for a boat out of here? You can't get out of here now. Do you know that no one will have us? You can't go and you can't come.
Well,
people can't go back to where they're from. And
the last one was only a dream, remember? So do we have capo on this or not?
I'm not sure. Sorry, the Reason I Left Mullingar. I don't think so. No cap on this. It's open. All right. Again, lovely. Again, I hope you like singing indie songs. This was lovely. Again, I think these choruses are lovely as well. And we hope you like the lilt of the songs. And you might sing a song you haven't heard before. Please go download the book. Again, just join Meitheal Ceol group, and the books are there for free downloading. But in every song, there's a hyperlink to a YouTube video of somebody playing the song. I think probably the Fury Brothers and Davy Arthur released this song, so you'll hear them. So again, if you like the song at all, or if you think you might like some of those songs, go and play them during the day, have a listen to them, come back, suggest to us, and let's sing them together. For Mary and our point of view, we get an opportunity to try and practice. It's great for us. This is really doing us.
We haven't even seen any news today.
If you're only 20 again, we could have made a career out of
this.
That's
right. We could be in Carnegie Hall and the Grand Ole Opry.
There'd be no big concerts anymore. We'd be just singing from the motorhome with loudspeakers passing by. That's what we'd do. We'll have our mobile concert.
By the way, folks, I always say what we have is a captured audience, not a captive one.
So we get you in, close the door, and you have to listen. You can check it any time you want, but as
People
you
who
can
come
never
into
leave.
the motorhome, they're sorry they came in because they
Playing
can't
this
get
open,
out.
guys, right?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get with the program. I walked through the city a stranger in a land I can never call home. I cursed the sad notion that called me in search of my fortune to roam. I'm weary of working or drinking, weeks' wages left in the bar, and God, it's a shame for to use a friend's name just to beg for the price of a jar. I remember that bright April morning when I left home to travel afar, for to work till you're dead for a room and a bed. It's not the reason I left Mullingar. That London's a wall city of heartbreak. On a Friday his friends by the score. But when the day's finished on Monday, you're a friend, not a friend anymore. For the working day seems never ending. From the shovel and pick there's no break. And when you're not working, you're spending the fortune you left home for to make. I remember that bright April morning when I left home to travel far, for to work till you're dead for a room and a bed. Not the reason I left Mullingar. And for every man here that finds fortune, comes home to tell of the tale. Every morning the Broadway is crowded with many thousands to fail. So young men of Ireland take warning. In London you never will find the goal at the end of the rainbow, where you might just have left it behind. I remember that bright April morning when I left home to travel afar, for to work till you're dead for a room and a bed. Not the reason I left Mullingar.
We'll do Galway Bay one night, Anya.
Why don't we do Galway Bay now?
Galway Bay for Anya.
Yeah, why don't we do Galway Bay? It's a lovely
Oh,
song.
we do Galway Bay for you.
I love Galway Bay. I do love Galway Bay. Again, we tried to put in songs from all the different. Again, this is in book one.
Mary Lee says she loved that song.
Well, you love this one
Harper's
as well.
Ferry. Galway Bay. Oh my God. Do we need
try it
to
open? I'll just try it open. See. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, maybe at the closing of your days, you can watch the moon rise over Claddagh and see the sun go down on Galway Bay. Just to hear again butterfly in a cabin and watch the barefoot gossams at their play. For the breezes blowing across the sea from Ireland are perfumed by the heather as they blow. And the women in the upland digging pretty speak a language that the strangers do not know. For the strangers came, tried to teach us their way. They scorned us just for being what we are. And they might as well go chasing after moonbeams or light a penny candle from the stars. And if there is to be a life hereafter, and somehow I'm sure there's gonna be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea.
Last one.
So if you ever go across the sea to Ireland all together, then maybe at the closing of your day you can sit and watch the moon rise over Claddagh and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, and see the sun go down on Galway Bay.
Now,
Do you like that song, Mary?
I do, I do. You know the other song I love
40
too?
Shades of Green.
Well,
Can we
yes.
follow with that? Can we
Can,
follow
of
with
course
40
we can.
Shades of Green?
And
Then
tomorrow,
we're in the
tomorrow night
zone.
we'll do kind of Mara Cradle song.
That's right.
One yes for that as well. We never played it.
We're in the zone here. We're in the F's, F,
Great, great,
F.
great, 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 great. Now,
Sometimes the great thing is you go through these songs. There's 40. We'll do this one first, right?
Marion McDermott. That's your
Down
song. Wait a
to
minute.
We'll do this. All right, you go to 40 Shades of Green, then we'll come back.
We'll come back to.
Foxy Devil. How about the Foxy
I love the
Devil
Foxy
from a
Devil.
distance?
We'll be
Look at
here
all
till-
these great
We'll
songs.
be here all year. I love the Foxy Devil.
Four green fields, yeah, 40 shades. Where are we? Oh, 40. Where's 40? Is oh, there you are. See, or comes before you in the alphabet. How
Yeah.
about that?
Or S to you.
Sorry.
Thank yous. Anya says thank you, sang every word. Yeah.
Okay, let's go, guys. Open. I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea. Round the fishing boats and dingo. Bit of whisk to the back of the chapel there. All the shores of Donegal. Yoo-hoo! I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skivering.
Mary and Margaret.
The moorlands and the meadows and their 40 shades of green. But most of all, I miss a girl in Tipperary town. Most of all, I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again, I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and it's 40 shades of green. Oh, I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's churning surf. I'd love to watch the farmers drain the bogs and slay the turf, to see again the thatching of the straw the women glean. Sure, I'd walk from Cork to Larne to see the 40 shades of green. But most of all, I miss a girl in Tipperary where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and it's 40 shades of green. Where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and it's 40 shades of green.
When this is all over, you'll all have to come to Ireland and we'll have a big party where we'll all sing together.
Yeah, we'll be singing out of the motorhome with the PA system. We'll be collecting money for the new poor. That'll be us, okay?
We're the new poor.
We'll be singing a song called Poor Us. What about this? Save the Last Dance for Me, G2. Let's try this one.
What's
So
that?
just play along.
Oh,
Put
yeah,
your capo up in G2 on capo position 2 and you can have a let's go.
Hang on. Oh, geez, sorry. I have to beat
I get battered with a golden ukulele. Does it feel any different? Like, that's a good philosophical question. You know, do the trees make a sound in the woods when there's no one there, or does it hurt if you get hit with a golden ukulele? You can dance every dance with a guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight, hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who holds your hand in the pale of light. But don't forget he's taking you home, and in his arms you're gonna be. And darling, save the last dance for me. Well, I know the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget he's taking you home, and in his arms you're gonna be. And darling, save the last dance for me. Don't you know I love you so? Can you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go. Oh, I love you so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone, and it's time to go if he asks if you're all alone. Can he take you home? You must tell him no. But don't forget he's taking you home, and in his arms you're gonna be. Well, darling, save the last dance for me. And darling, save the last dance for me.
Now, that's lovely. So, let's see, there's another one.
No,
We have
Mary,
to
you take a song.
Traveling, no, it's here. Traveling people.
Okay, so that's Mary's choice.
No, it's not my choice.
Now you used up your choice?
No.
She did, you heard it there.
Somebody asked for that yesterday.
Nah, Mary used up your choice. Travelling people. Do we have that on book
Annie
1?
McDermott, how are you? You're welcome.
422. 422
Oh,
book 1.
well, isn't that lovely? Maria Fordham, who lives in Bedford, says, oh yeah, I had a lovely phone call from Termon down the road today asking if we'd be over when things have settled down. Can't wait. And we can't wait to meet you.
Yeah.
Maria and Tim.
So just a thought crossed my mind today. There's a lot of people doing stuff online, singing, etc. Although I think what's different in most cases, people are singing at you, and it's great, lovely. Bruce Springsteen, I think, is doing a concert or something. Those are wonderful one-offs. It strikes me, we saw Bruce Springsteen once or twice, but we saw him once in Dublin, and a year later I saw a concert of the very same tour in LA, and what really hit me that time I watched it, at the same point of the concert he cracked the same joke again, and I realised two things. One, that this was a fabrication. That's what a show is. A show goes same place for a year, and but the pure professionalism of the man is that he made the joke sound fresh. But it's going to be a different ball game when these guys are performing to a MOOC, a mass organised concert essentially. You can't, it's all going to happen at one time. It's a bit like the fundamental shift when Netflix started releasing serialized programs all at one time. There's a culture shift, and that's going to happen, I think, in music. But I think uniquely what we're trying to do is engage you in the music by putting the songs up. This is not about us singing. I mean, we're doing it anyway. We're enjoying ourselves. But it's about you.
It's not about me. Who says?
You let me go where I get stuck. That part of me brain. She did, she pressed the button.
Some of you won't know who Jose Marino is. Will you tell them who?
No,
what
it's not about me. It's not about
he's
me.
from Portugal, I think, and he goes. He's a football manager in England, and he goes.
He used to be a football's over now.
What does he say? What does he say?
500,000 a week for Paul Pogba, the rest, and that's all over. I mean, none of that anymore. He'd be playing out in the park for bags of sweets now from now on.
So Ray Byrne says
travelling people. Sorry, guys.
Ray Byrne.
Sorry, I was going to say something, but I was so rudely interrupted.
Oh, sorry. No, there's no script here at all.
Yeah, sorry.
So if he
no, but I just noticed a lot of people are trying to raise money. This we get to after 31 nights. We tell you what it's all about. The bottom line. If you're not in the money, then it's simply not funny. But if people are raising money for different causes, etc., and we heard of a local guy who'd raised €1,500 for some organisation through all this COVID period, etc. And I suppose I was saying, so what should this operation or this process try and do? Is there anything we can do? And you know what I think? This is a totally non-pharmaceutical intervention. It's basically the whole idea of just raising the spirit through song and having a bit of fun. And all I would ask anybody is, if you can pass on the awareness of this daily SingSong. We're here every evening at 7 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time or Dublin time, London time, and that means during the day in the States. Well, if you can pass on the idea of this experience to anybody who might enjoy a bit of banter, a bit of songs, hopefully encourage them to either pick up an instrument, join in, sing along, and forget all their troubles for a while. That, to me, would be, they're the only useful intervention. Like, we don't want your money. I could have bought a ticket for...
Yes, we do.
No, I could have bought a ticket for the Euro Millions tonight. I think it's 50 million. And I was going to buy the ticket, and then I was saying...
Too mean.
I don't know. No, what I do.
You wouldn't spend the
What would I do with it right now?
€2.
Unless you can get an iPad that goes much wider than that. There's nothing else I can do. And it wouldn't help me be any more useless on the guitar than it won't help my fingers bend any better than they will. Poor fingers. But one thing we can do, and it's very easy, just if you know somebody who you haven't reached out to before, and share this with them. They might think you're a nutcase.
Annie McDermott says, brilliant, I had a sing-along. And Ray Byrne says, love the Last Dance song. And then Anya Rourke says she loved all the kind of songs played tonight. The Irish songs, the trance.
Yeah, look at so again.
Different people
but
do.
What we'd really ask you, look, there's endless songs in the books, and however badly we can play, at least we've the chords for those and the words for those songs. So let's have a go over the time. We're going to be here for a length of time, guys. This is not going to go away quickly. Beautiful song here about the
travelling
travellers,
people.
And I don't know. I think it's probably open. I'm not sure. What did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, it's playing it open. No cap with that.
Who sang this? Do you remember?
I think the Johnsons used to sing it.
Yeah.
Different people. I'm a freeborn man of the travelling people. Got no fixed abode with no man's I have wandered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being loved. I just had to restring the guitar there. Going near the woods and the resting places, and the small birds sang when winter days were over. Then we'd pack our loads and be on the road. Those were good old days, but they are over. There was open ground where a man could linger for a week or two, for time was not our master. Then away you jog with your horse and dog, nice and easy, no need to go faster. And sometimes you'd meet up with other travellers, hear the news or else swap family information. of the travelling nation. I've met to willow creels and the heather basins, and I've even done some begging and some hawking, and I've lain there spent wrapped up in my tent, and I've listened to the old folks talk. We've known life hard and I've known life easy, and I've cursed the life and winter days were dawning, but I've laughed and sung through the whole night long, seen summer sunrise in the morning. All you freeborn men of the travelling people, every tinker, rolling stone and gypsy rover, winds of change are blowing, all ways are going, your travelling days will soon be over, your travelling days will soon be over. So let's hope our travelling days will soon be back, as the fella says, we'll soon be back again. I have a song here in me head that's jumping out at me. J. So we just keep going along. See, look at all those beautiful songs that are there.
I didn't go to the shop to buy you a ticket, Ruth. No, I didn't go to the shop at all. Love the travelling people for the
J.
It must be for the lotto, is it? Love the travelling people, the Johnsons, of course, yeah. Anya.
What about this song, John of Dreams?
That's lovely. I love that one, yeah.
When midnight comes and people homeward tread.
Lovely.
So this is a gorgeous song. I just love the imagery of this song, because, you know, at the end of every evening we say I Hawaii's Kulasov, which means good night and sleep well. And I suppose this is a lovely song to imagine going to sleep with. And I suppose the images raised by the songs just gorgeous, you know.
Who sang this?
Again, I heard the song sung by Christy Moore, so that's the version that I know of it, you know.
Okay.
When midnight... Sorry, I should all the time say, we're playing this open, no capo. When midnight comes and people homeward tread, seek now your blankets or your feather bed. All come the rover, his journey's over. Ye love the night time to old John O'Dream. Across the hills the sun has gone astray. Tomorrow's cares are many dreams away. The stars flying, your candles dying. Yield up the darkness to old John O'Dream. Both man and master, the night are one. All things are equal when the day is done. The prince and plowman, the slave and freeman, all find their comfort in old John O'Dream. When sleep it comes, the dreams come running clear. The hawks of morning
reach you there.
Sleep is a river, flow on forever, and for your boatman take old
John O'Dreams.
Sleep is a river, flow on forever, and for your boatman choose old
John O'Dreams. Never heard that song, Nigel O'Mahony's there?
That is a beautiful, beautiful song. And I look at the word, I love that verse there. Look at it. Both man and master in the night are one. All things are equal when the day is done. The prince and the plowman, the slave and the freeman, all find their comfort in old John O'Dreams. You know, for 1/3 of our lives, for 8 hours a day, we're all equal. We're supine, horizontal, and hopefully asleep. And you know, isn't it wonderful if you can get a peaceful night's sleep?
Anya New York says, haven't heard it in a long time. Maria Fordham says, I've heard Christy Moore sing that a number of times, several times in concert. Yeah. Obviously, he must go to your place, Maria. He holds in Bedford, is it?
Is he?
But she said, Maria said she's seen him in concert.
Oh,
before.
yeah,
It must be kind of local. Yeah.
Well, of course, I mean, the likes of Christy Moore and the rest of them made their monies, or you know, there was a circuit in the English working men's clubs to sing in those things.
We did the Three Drunken Maidens.
How about the band played Waltz Matilda?
Oh, it's very long. Okay. It's a beautiful song.
Mary doesn't like to sing
I do love that song, it's just very long.
You can see how much, I'd like a bit of support there.
I do love the song, and it's very long.
What about a bit of support out there for this song?
Nancy said that's a beautiful, beautiful song.
Well, so is this, Nancy. You will love this song.
You will, of course. You probably know the song.
Again, it's another Eric Bogle song. It's open, we're playing it open.
Kieran Pierce is here, that's Willie Pierce's brother.
Hi, Kieran, from down the southeast, the sunny southeast. Hope it was nice and sunny for you guys today. So as we're watching it, the band played Waltz and Matilda. And when I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. Hold on there, Mary. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty Elba. Come on, Mary. I was my Matilda all over. Step and step. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time you stopped rambling, there's a work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, marched me away to the war. And the band played Waltz in Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amidst all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off to Gallipoli. It's well I remember the terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water. How in that hellhole they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, he primed himself well, he showered us with bullets and he rained us with shell. 5 minutes flat we were all blown to hell, nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the band played Waltz in Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, the Turks buried theirs, and then it started all over again. And those who were living just tried to survive in the mad world of blood, death and fire. myself alive. Round me the corpses were lying. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead. When I awoke in my hospital bed, so what it had done, and I wished I were dead. Never knew there was worse things than dying. For no more I'll go waltzing Matilda, all around the green bush far and near. For the hump and pegs and manly goat legs, no more waltzing Matilda for me. They gathered the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and Christ, there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. They just stood there and stared, and turned all their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch, and I watch the parades pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reviving old dreams of past glory. I see the old men all tired, stiff and sore, those weary old heroes of the forgotten war. Young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, the old men still answer the call. But year after year, their numbers get fewer. Someone, no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And their ghosts may be heard as they march by the billabong. Come a waltzing Matilda with me.
That reminds me of a boyfriend my sister had, my sister Helen, or Eileen as we know her.
Are you allowed, Shirley?
I am.
Are you sure if you got permission?
Yeah, he was from Monaghan.
Monaghan. He was in
Paddy
Monaghan.
And they had they were big, chicken
they
farmers.
were big in Japan.
Chicken.
Chicken. He was a chicken farmer from Monaghan.
That was always
I'm a chicken farmer from Monaghan.
Sorry, excuse me, Nadine, but that was his party piece, and he sang.
What was his party piece? That he's a chicken man.
Waltzing Matilda, and he sang it very beautifully. We were going to do 4 green fields or 4 some kind of fields.
No, it's too high for us, Mary.
Too high.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do yellow. We're going to have a nice finish, second last song, just to calm
Maria
us down.
said we usually see Christy in London or in Cambridge, both just an hour or less from Bedford. Yeah, I think I've been to Bedford once. Liam Clancy used to make a great job of that. Anya said, Waltzing Matilda.
Absolutely, a natural storyteller,
Yeah.
So this is our second last song. We're going to sing Donovan. Lovely song. It's just a real mellow song to calm us down.
Mellow yellow, wasn't it?
After all the exuberance of this evening. It's getting cool here, by the way. It's cooling down. Once the sun goes out of the day, still a bit to go before we get there, as the fella says. Are we there yet?
Almost. We're nearly.
Playing it open. Yellow is the colour of my true love's the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Blue is the color of the sky in the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Green is the color of the sparkling morn, the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Mellow is the feeling that I get when I see her, when I see her, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Freedom is a word I barely use without thinking, without thinking, all the time, all the time when I've been loved.
That's it.
So there you are, the clock flies by. The hurricane rolled by, few of us survived, and many failed to answer friendship's roll call.
Yeah.
I was thinking of those words as we were walking to Mockra today. I used to work with this guy, Brian Hughes, in Inchicore. Brian used to come out with these deep philosophical statements at about 4 o'clock in the morning in a taxi on the way back through Trafford Park. With the lucidity of an advanced inebriation, as we looked at the red bricked walls for miles all around Trafford Park, and he'd say, I often had images of Trafford Park in Manchester being like this.
Hello, Diego.
And
Would you want to say hello, Diego?
this is the way it is. So that's, he said, I don't know, maybe someone knows that quotation. So obviously it couldn't have come out of Brian's head on his own. Needed help. The hurricane rolled by, few of us survived, and many failed to answer friendship's roll call. So this is friendship's roll call here that we're doing in our nightly or daily, depending on whether you're in Germany, a couple of hours ahead of us.
California,
in
West
California,
Virginia.
a number of hours behind us, or wherever you are in the world. We're delighted to have had your company. Hope you've enjoyed singing a few songs.
Diego
We always
wants to say
finish up
goodnight. Come on, Marie wants
on
to
this.
say goodnight.
We finish up on this song.
Maria Fordham says the spinning wheel would go well one night. In fact, Maria, we sang that a couple of
Hello,
nights
Diego.
ago when you weren't here, but we will
Diego,
sing it
boy.
again. We will sing the spinning wheel again.
You know
shortly.
what we're going to do the parting glass now, Diego. He knows this when he says, "Geez, will I ever get out of here?" He know he can. The minute the parting glass starts, he says, "I'm away." Are we there yet? He says.
Every song tonight has been really nice. Anya, New York, yes.
Well, we've really enjoyed it, guys.
We
Again,
really enjoyed
it's
tonight. Yeah.
it's a lovely way just to pass a
Yeah.
couple of hours.
Let
And
me just-
again, what I'd ask is, if in any way, like it's not, there's no mileage for us in numbers, but what we are aware is we know how much fun we get out of this, even when we play it back and just to listen what the sounds like, etc. You know, we say this is lovely to be in it. It's a joyous experience for us to be doing this.
Oh yeah, with you.
There's not much else
1,
we
2,
can
3,
do.
4, is it? 1.
There's very little we can do. We can just follow the regime that we've decided to. We've got with the program. We're trying to physically isolate and stay socially connected. So we're in capo position 4, guys.
Micah.
Delighted to have had your presence again. Tell anybody. And again, we're trying to put these up on a YouTube channel called Meitheal Ceol, so that people can use them and play them back. A number of people say to me, "Oh, I'm not on Facebook. I don't do Facebook," and I don't have the focus or the energy or anything to get into all the spyware and all the rest. Looking for a long years. I spent lots of my years in activism, trying to change the system, and nobody was interested in listening to me. So if you're out there in the NSA and you're listening to these songs and all the subversive ideas of just looking after each other, please pass it upstairs, spread the word.
Everybody's saying they had a great night, they had great crack, they really enjoyed the song, they loved all the songs that were played tonight, and
you notice that we're filtering out. If you don't like us, don't write it.
You know those reviews, you know the Airbnb.
We criticise each other enough. We don't need any external criticism. Critiquing, now that's something different. But we promise we'll be better than it. When this is all over, we're going to go back to school again. Okay, come on. When I hit this, we're ready to go. Capo 4. There we are. Of all the money that I spend it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I did, alas, it was to none but me. And all I done for want of a wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in the town that sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
Good night.
To all my comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had did wish me one more day to stay. And since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Look, it's folks, thanks very much to each other. It's not just, I mean, this is, you know, I see all the same names turning up on a regular basis. It's just wonderful to have you, to be able to share this with you in communion and in community spirit. So may you all be well until we meet again tomorrow evening.
Thank you all for your comments, and so glad you all enjoyed yourselves, and we're glad to have.
And again, just either if you want any suggestions about what we might do in any reasonable way with any of this, PM Meitheal Ceol and Mary and myself will get back to you.
Any suggestion for
songs. Again, think through the song of the week or whatever. We do that in a couple of days' time. I think it's important that we sing a song. We pick a song that people would end up singing in a sing-song together, which like the Fields of Athenry, Jug of Punch, or songs in that. Yeah. So as always, Fága míid slán le Vinish and Deramid EY Agus Cully Solve Agus Cully Snáv Cully Solve. Okay, slán.
Good night.